Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. I am your host, A.D. Walker, the pusher, the grower, the motivator. I appreciate you guys for being here. We're gonna have a fantabulous morning as we proceed to give you what you need. 959. so, let me get Larry in the building. Let's see. What's up?
Don't stop as we
See,
proceed.
Don't stop. Don't stop. Uh-oh. You might be in a rough area. So, listen, we appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us um, each and every morning at 9 a.m. um, let's see. Is it
Here we
not?
go.
Okay, I can hear you.
Yeah.
And welcome all my
Camera's
podcast
trying to do
people.
something. Oh, there we
Okay,
go. There we go.
coming
All right.
back. There we go. Again, we appreciate you guys for being here. Um, we're not going to belabor the time. So yesterday, I ended with a story about a situation with a dog, um, and 6 in the morning. She said 6 a.m. for us. Mama McCory up early. Good morning, and good morning, Lisa. Good morning. Good morning. Again, thank you guys for always rocking with us and hanging with us each and every morning because you could be watching a plethora of anything from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus to Paramount Plus to all the pluses, even cable. But you're rocking here with us. I appreciate it. Um, so today we're talking about fear and anxiety, uh, mainly just fear. I don't know. I threw the anxiety on there. I don't know. But I guess they go hand in hand a lot of times. Oh, Jeff in the building. Good morning. Good morning. And some of the things we have to overcome when it comes to fear. So backstory. I talked about um, my dog situation where walking and these dogs that he's all the pluses, right? All the pluses, right? And one particular dog decided I'm gonna make it a great day and get over this fence. And it's kind of like slow motion almost. Like I saw the dog literally, you know how if you ever watched a dog hop over a
Hi,
fence,
have a great
that
day.
you too have a great day. Uh,
He said, "Have a great day."
so um, hop over the fence. It's kind of wild to just the dog always get that hind leg, that last leg, and pauses, you know, before they do the jump. If you ever been so blessed, especially to see a strange dog, do it. Um, but for the most part, my history has been I taunted the dog, I bothered the dog, I annoyed him. It was like, all right, now you're gonna make me figure this out. Now you're gonna make me work for it. All right, but I'm getting over this fence, and it's gonna be me and you. Uh, right, Jeff? See, childhood memories. You remember you was it's like, oh shoot, I think they're about to get over. They start hopping, then they grab on. They're looking like, oh yeah, it's about to go down.
Right, right, right.
so so I had a childhood moment. And speaking of which, my childhood, you know, was one of the reasons my fear of dogs happened. When I was young, um, this small dog just chased me, chased and chased. Is like, and I remember it's like a not even like I don't know, a little bigger than a poodle, but I remembered it, and that's where my fear of just fooling with dogs came from, you know. And it's amazing how an incident can become your fear, you know,
Right,
before
right.
you can never. I ain't gonna say never take that out, but it becomes challenging to overcome because of this childhood incident, because of what you look at. And for others that have had better relations or reactions with dogs, you ever see people that just any dog, they just, hey, they could just go up to them, they put their hand, like they just know how to interact. And they see a dog do it, they could chill out. I got, like they don't ever trip out when it comes to dogs. It's like, how you just, it doesn't scare you like it does me. Like fear is the
Mm-hmm.
first thing that jumps at me. For you, it's like the dog's tail
Yeah.
is wagging. They're cool. They're a good dog. Like
Yep.
their sensibility kicks in. Like, I got a little knowledge. I'm cool. Like I have enough knowledge to know when to run and when we can have a pretty good interaction. Oh,
So yeah. So
that's
yeah. So you point out a point there.
ooh,
It's actually, you could say fear is a result of two things, right?
right.
It's either unknown or
Mm,
experiences, right?
right.
Unknown
Right.
experiences. Now, so when you talk about the pit, I was like, come on, man. I I I was not, when I got my first dog, I didn't think the last dog breed I thought I was going to get was a pit bull. Why?
Okay.
Because of all what they're known for, right? Lockjaw,
Right.
this that
Right.
stuff, right?
Right.
They're slobber and all that stuff, right? So I ended up rescuing a dog, and it turned out to be a pit bull. So me and this
Okay.
pit bull had to learn each other, and
Okay.
her name was Princess, and
Wow.
she was the sweetest thing. But when I get to but what I want to say is, same dog, two different locations, and
Wow.
this is gonna, it actually goes in hand in hand with your story, and it shows uh, unknown versus experiences. In Philly, I would take Princess for a walk,
Right.
and she'll look at somebody, they would jump over the car or run across the street,
Right.
right? And I'm like, man, she just want to say what's up. I got her on the leash. You see, I got
Wow.
her. See, I'm
Right.
high pitching now, right? Princess, give me
Yeah.
high pitching. I moved to the Northern Virginia area, to an area that my father-in-law affectionately refers to as the Boo, right?
Right.
And I'm walking Princess, and I'm like, so now I'm like, I gotta make sure I'm on guard, and I start walking by these people and everything, and Princess look at them, and then
Right.
they come running up, kissing her on the mouth, and then I'm feeling
Wow.
bad. I don't kiss my dog in the mouth, and they like having fun. And this one lady was like, "Hey, I had a red-nosed pit bull just like her
Wow.
when I was a child." So,
Wow.
right, so she had
Experience. Right.
experiences. So that fear, there was no
Wow.
fear,
Right.
right?
Right.
And the people in Philly, they didn't know, they didn't have one as a child. And
Right.
they was tormented. And they
Right.
saw her like, oh, we going off of what they're known for.
Right.
And
Right.
man,
Wow.
yeah. But ever since
Wow.
then, yeah, I feel like now, like you said with the dog analogy or example, I feel
Yeah.
like I'm a dog whisperer, because
Right.
I walked into my frat brother's house, and his neighbor had a all black
Okay.
pit sitting on the street,
Okay. Okay.
right, off the leash and everything. And I come in, I see the dog look just like my Princess, and I was
Wow.
like, the dog looked at me. I was like, yo, what's up? So he came down the steps, and I'm playing with him and everything, rubbing him,
Wow.
petting him and everything. And then his owner comes out, and his owner was vicious. Now his owner came out like, let's say Spike, Spike, get up here,
Right. Right.
and
Right.
just chewed
Wow.
him out. I'm like, wow. So my friend brother goes to me, yo, that dog doesn't go up to anybody,
Wow.
and that dog
Wow.
is typically mean. And I'm like,
Wow.
oh, he must have known. Let me change my name to Larry the Dog Whisperer. There we
Right.
go.
Right. He said, "I'm a." Hold on. Jeff said, "I think I'm a dog agitator, aggravator." That's crazy. Wow. That's fun. And it's funny, like probably like 10 years ago, when I used to work in New York, I would walk to work from the train station. And they got people that walk dogs or whatever. So this particular guy had, man, I don't know how he did, but he had like 6 dogs. And I think one or two can be unleashed. Like they were cool and they can, I guess, control. I guess he's someone, but he opened the door and like all the dogs came out. And so I'm walking another situation, like, and it was like where was it? It was like buildings and parks. It was like there was really no cars around. So it's like open field. And I was like, the way I was made up, it's still 10 years earlier. My speed ain't, trying to hit that hit that run. So I froze. I paused, and the dog literally like circled around and was barking or whatever. And when the dog walker got control of the dog, his face was like, I was like, what? He was like, yeah, this ain't the friendliest dog. I was like, wow. mean, I was literally, he's like basically you're saying, I'm surprised he ain't bite you. And I just kind of stood like, oh Lord, heart pumping, Kool-Aid, like, oh Lord, like,
Yep.
just it's all I can do. It's like just you watch enough movies, like just protect the face.
Right, exactly.
So, right. Listen, Jeff, just like that. I'm telling you, walking around, because I was like, at that point, running, the dog's gonna catch me. Like, the dog jump on me. Whatever skill set that dog had as far as getting somebody, I was gonna get got.
So
yeah.
how do we get you past this fear?
So honestly though, like my last incident, like I said, the dog approached me. I kind of like had my bag. I backed off. I was gonna go a different way to walk, and I was like, I can't. I was like, one, I ain't got time. Two, the distance and the unknown of what's going on the other blocks had me like, I don't want to take that chance. So I was like, it's just gonna be me and her, because it actually, I think she had babies. It's gonna be me and her.
Wow.
So I just, and that may be why she jumped it as well. She might have had puppies back there, and she's just like protecting and stuff. And so I just started walking. I took a stick. I said, well, it's gonna be what's gonna be.
Yeah.
And I made it past, and it helped me. And I was like, I think I'm getting over this. Because the fact that I just didn't try to run, was big. The fact that that I actually went that way instead of trying to find another way or just not go, was big. So I think it's helped me tremendously. Plus, I got 2 dogs myself, 2 pits as well.
Okay.
So there is a more comfortability with it, if that makes sense. So I've gotten over that. Like, I won't say completely. Now I can't say if a dog rolls up, I'm that person like you, Larry, like, oh, look at Brooklyn, because that's my dog. Look at Brooklyn. No, I don't. I'm not that person there. Like, I don't trip out if I go to somebody's house and they have the dog loose or whatever in the house or whatever, unless I feel something. I'm like, I don't think this dog is feeling me. Like, I see something that's different.
Yeah.
For the most part, most dogs are friendly. Like, they got them loose. They're cool. So I don't trip out. I'm good with those. I don't like, and this is just my pet peeve, and I apologize if I offend somebody. I don't like when people just have their dog randomly loose and walk with them. Like, I don't like it. I'm just, because dogs are dogs. Dogs have bad days, and and he charges me. You can't stop him. Like, you have no tool to stop. Spank, come back. Like, that's not gonna stop him. He already got in his mind, I don't like this dude. I've been angry all day, and I can't bite you, but I could bite them. So that's my pet peeve with dogs. But hey.
But of course you don't want other dogs' paws all over your clothes. They may want to jump, and they want to play. But man, did you get your nails done today? Because dog nails hurt.
That too.
Right.
Let me get Kaneem, aka Old Dirty, in the building.
Oh man, there we go.
What's going on, gentlemen? And just for the record, F that dog. But how you gentlemen doing this morning?
All is well.
Doing great.
Let's see.
That's good, man. That's good.
He said, Chris says, scariest thing I've seen is AD's video of his driving through the animal. Yeah, I got a video when we were going through the safari park. Oh, it's
Oh
wild.
boy,
If you ever
you
drove through a
wasn't
safari park, it's wild. It's wild.
you wasn't
It's wild.
screaming, right? You wasn't screaming though, right? You were
You need to watch the
whistling,
video.
like I want to get you sucker. What they went said, I was whistling, I was
Oh,
whistling,
it's
I wasn't screaming.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You can go back and watch that. He said Rod said the same thing, right? He said, I won't run through in my neighborhood because of this, right? Because people their dogs are fine. Like this other lady got 2 dogs, big old dogs, just running through the
Oh
yard.
man,
I can't.
bruh. Let me tell you
It's on
about a dog
Facebook.
story.
Yeah.
Scariest dog story ever for me. I
Uh-oh.
probably was about 19 or 20. Strolling through, going through this apartment complex,
Mm.
and just out of nowhere, as soon as I turned around, I was gone. You know what I'm saying? I just took off. Hey, not only that, it's a pit bull chasing me.
Right.
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm trying to hit these corners. You know, you can't really outrun no
No,
dog.
not
So,
at all.
hey, so I'm running, man. I jump in the back of this pickup truck, right?
There you go. I'm right.
Now, now, this lets you know that God has got my back
Okay.
100%. Hey, I jumped in the back of this pickup truck like Superman now,
Knock it
and
down.
hey, 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 and just so happened it was a tie iron right there when I
That's what I'm
jumped
talking.
in. Hey, it was like God telling me, like, because I'm on my hands first,
Right.
and my hand pushed that tie iron,
Yeah.
and guess what?
What's that?
The pit bull jumped in the back with me.
I'm about to say he jumped in there with you. He said it's party time.
Hey,
Oh, we wanna
boy,
get in the
man,
ring.
I came around with that tie iron. Boom, boom. Hey, we were going because I thought that first lick was gonna get him.
Right.
He came back for some more, man. I tore that dog up, man. I tried to kill that dog.
Oh,
Like this is I get
Hey,
it. I
but
get it.
I tell you what, from the
What's up?
beginning,
Yeah.
I was scared. I think I peed a little bit when I got up in that truck.
Close quarters like that, I get it. You like right there. You're right
Woo!
there. You're right there.
Woo! Hey, but hey, I tell you, God had my back 100%, man. If I ain't had that time, it was
Right.
a wrap. Because I couldn't, because all I could do was turn over. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Because
right.
I'm face first. I
Right.
was like, man, I turned over with that tire, bam, oh, yeah. So that's
You're
what
right.
that was
Wow.
my little scary dog moment back in the day.
So do you have a fear of dogs? Like
Nah, man, I used to breed American bulldogs.
okay.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
Cool.
yeah, so I bred them for probably about 2 years, and man, when you breed dogs, it's like it's like taking care of a whole family, man. You know, I think she had 10, a little 10.
Woo.
The second time,
Right.
and you know, sometimes they all don't make it. You know, man, one or two,
Okay.
they, you might
Yeah.
have a little run. You usually don't keep them all. Let me say this.
Okay.
But I kept all 10 of them. They all was healthy. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
Wow.
they on the feeding schedule, and you got to make sure. And then I'm working
Right.
all these hours, so it's like as soon as I get off work, and I'm doing dialysis, so
Oh
I'm like,
gosh. Oh gosh. I really
so I'm
tired.
doing, yeah, I'm doing. I'm like, I can't do this, man. So after that, this dude from the Philippines,
Okay.
he was like, yeah, I take them all. I take them all. I'm
Wow.
like, man, you can have them all. I sold them all to him.
Wow.
I sold her and the litter for
Wow.
$10,000.
Oh
Okay.
wow.
I was
Wow.
like, man, but I had all, you got to, that's the only way you're going to get that big one is you got papers on them. So you got
Right.
to make sure they are, and just getting their shots and all that,
Yeah.
I think it was
Yeah.
I think it was $175
Per per
per dog.
per.
You know what
Right. Right.
I'm saying?
Per.
You think about that, you already out $2,000 and you
Right.
still ain't, and that's just
You ain't
8 weeks
sold.
in, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Yeah. You ain't even sold one yet.
Yeah, so a lot of people like, oh yeah, you gotta do that. I was like, man, if you ain't got no money up front, you ain't gonna be free
Right,
no dog. Not
right,
for long. Not
right,
unless you're in the middle of the hood, but then you only selling them for $100 a piece then.
right, right. I got you ain't got a shot, get him shot here. You can have this unshotted puppy.
Yeah, you don't know what it
Yeah.
is, the lineage, you don't know what. It's mixed with orangutan and caribou, you don't know.
Orangutan. Oh man.
It'd be like a quarter boxer.
Right.
Guys,
Just said you
there's some
still
craziness out there,
$2,000. You
man.
still picking up dog poop, right? Oh man. What's up, Sam? Good
My
morning.
man
Good morning.
Jeff. Morning, Jeff. Morning, Sam.
Samantha.
Oh man. So we're talking about fear, right? And I started off with the dog story because I think that's if you live any and Jeff going through it too, any level of a neighborhood or hood, you've had to deal with some dogs. Like, they have been one of
Yeah,
the biggest
yeah,
threats.
yeah.
Those that live in the country got to deal with some foxes, and things like that. Yeah, I've heard foxes attack too, but or some
Oh
attacking
yeah.
deer,
Shoot
durs.
you, man. They attack you.
Yes, and I've
They
asked
attack
about that
you.
when someone because I've when I was driving Lyft for a while, some neighbors it was like, watch out, there might be some fox running through the. It's like fox. So I asked, I was like, so are they like dogs? Do they chase and they attack, or are they like
Yeah.
possums? Like long as you got space and they got space, they gonna go the other way. Like they're like, nah. They say fox will come at you sometimes. I was like, wow, a
Oh yeah,
fox.
man. Especially, I mean, any rabbit animal,
Okay,
most animals, most animals are afraid of anything bigger than themselves.
right,
You feel me?
right.
But when you get a rabbit animal,
Okay,
they have no fear. Like,
fear.
like it could be a
Right.
squirrel, it could be a possum,
Uh,
raccoon,
and they'll
fox.
just come at you.
If it's rabbit,
Rabbit. Right. It got rabies
yeah,
basically. Got you.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Oh well, and if
Okay.
they nested. So let me say that if
Right.
they
If you're
nested
going
and
by if you're going by the
you
if you're
didn't
around their
walk up,
space, right.
yeah, yeah, you didn't walked up on it and they got but
They got
Right.
but a
kids.
rabbit, ooh, shit,
They got
man,
them
I don't, I
kids.
don't, I don't, I don't play around. I try to tell my homeboy he be wanting to go out there and explore the woods.
That he
Like
said
man,
the
you
woods.
yeah. I'm like, I don't explore the woods unless I got a pistol on me. He be like, I got my rifle. I said, yeah, your rifle. You gotta do this and aim, and
Right.
it's a long gun.
It's a
I need to
process.
be able to. I need to be able to tap,
Pow!
pow, bam. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might, it might,
Right. Because that
it
first
might
shot
be,
you might miss.
yeah, but it might be right up on me.
Right. Right.
And you got this long gun. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I might be close to the vest. I might need to have, but that's just me though. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Oh
not.
man.
Don't get me wrong. Even though I was born in Texas, I'm not a country boy like that.
Okay. Okay. I got you. I got you. Rod says, I don't mess with squirrels or birds. They don't run away when they see you. Right. Right.
Yeah, hey, when I tell you I had a brain pigeon, so I was out there messing with the pool because I had to put on a new gate.
Okay.
And yeah, man, that's a whole nother story. My gate, I'll tell you the gate story later. But I'm out there, getting my trash can, and I'm about to get in the car, and this pigeon is just sitting on the gate. So I'm
Okay.
clapping my hands like I see, because I
Oh,
don't see pigeons like that all the time. Usually I just
right.
see them on TV,
Right.
and they somewhere up north in New Jersey or New York or something like that. You know how they real brave in DC, where you walk to them and they don't know what this
Right.
little
They don't
pigeon
move.
right here.
Yeah. They know. They know the deal.
When I walked up on him, he just was looking at me.
Right.
So I started clapping my hand like, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Right.
that summer gun didn't want to move, man. Like I think that if he had hands, he'd clap back at me. You know what I'm saying?
You, you got.
Yeah, didn't go nowhere. I said, oh boy, I had to tell my daughter. I said, this little old bird brave as I don't know what. He don't even want to move. Like
Right.
I said, man. These birds, somebody been feeding this pigeon because he was
Right. He's like,
you
yo,
wait
you
for
got the
for
food?
the toll.
Right.
yeah.
You wait for the tool.
But sad thing about it is, it looked like somebody been feeding them at my house. Well, it ain't been me.
He probably
Come
named
to
him
my
too.
house.
His name probably
Yeah, I'm
Butch.
kind
You didn't even know that.
I had to ask my kids about that. Y'all ain't out here
Right.
feeding these birds.
Right.
Mhm.
That's hilarious. Wow.
But
So,
anyway, you said,
oh,
Uh,
there you go. Back. You said something. What you saying?
did you say something about fear
Fear. Yes, sir. Fear.
before I took over with my unnecessary storage?
Nah, you good. That's a good one. That was a good one. It's a good. What was like a good Kaneem story. Jeff said I was throwing a tennis ball with my neighbor and his little terrier and having a great time laughing on carry on. A half hour later, his little dog sticking his nose through our fence to what I thought to say hi to me. So I stuck my finger through the fence to pet him on the head, and that little turd bit my finger. There's some extra words for you
Oh,
guys that left out. My podcast people.
uh,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow.
Now you stuck
Wow.
your finger through the fence to pet a what?
A
he thought
terrier.
he thought that was he thought you was giving him a snack.
He said, right? He said, oh, he's like,
Now what kind of animal was it again?
You can't pet a terrier. I guess you can pet a terrier with one finger.
right? He said, with one finger.
You
Come
can
on,
hold
man.
it.
Um, so I wanted to
But
talk
no.
about, and like I said, I started talking about with dogs because that's like one of our a relatable challenge that many of us have faced at some point, and the history of dealing with dogs can affect how you deal with dogs currently. Like for me, I had a huge fear of dogs because of something when I was younger that happened. And for the record, they didn't bite me. I just chased me so bad that it shook me up. I didn't want to fool with dogs at all.
From
But
Brooklyn, we know that experience.
right. It's like
Yeah,
It was,
you
I
just
feel you on that.
you're not a fan of dogs like that. Um, and so have you dealt with fear, certain parts of your life that you want to make a move, open up, want to do something, and how fear can grip you in a new situation, but because of past results, the fear of doing it now sets you back. Like it keeps you paralyzed. Like I've tried this before, I've done this before, um, or even just the fear of unknown. You know, that can paralyze you from making a move, either relationally, and even choosing. I don't know, and maybe I might be alone in this one, but choosing to make a decision based on the fear of what other people will think.
wow.
You know,
So,
what's that gonna make me look like?
Give it to him, Larry.
oh, here we go. All right. So, so one thing that used to really get me was I don't mind doing presentations, right? Doing the
Okay.
work for a presentation,
Right,
but for some reason, when I'm like standing about to go stand in front of a bunch of people,
right,
I get worked up, all up in
mm,
the air, right?
okay,
I was like, oh man,
right,
and it used to get on me bad, and I was like, you know what? I used to like shy out, like I'm not going to do it, right? But now what I do is what tends to help me kind of like overcome it. Not kind of, it does. It's
right,
my preparation. It's preparation. What I
okay,
do, what routine do I do before that? Before speaking in front of those people, like, all right, let me make sure I'm really sharp on the topic I'm going to talk about.
right,
Um, and whenever that happens, it tends to go over well. One thing
right,
that I have that's a bonus for me that I still don't understand. People just like to hear my voice. So as long as words are coming out of my mouth and they
you
don't
good.
make any sense, I'm okay. So
I
I
got you.
forget that's a tool that the Lord blessed me with, and
Right, right,
but yeah, but for the most part, for me it was to overcome it. It was this preparation situations
Gotcha.
to try to lessen the fear. Do I still have it? Yeah. What does it do? It makes me try even harder. It's
Right.
making me self-aware that, hey, you on the edge of your seat right now, and you're uncomfortable. But if you keep talking and you did your homework,
Right.
what you'll be okay. And
Are you
then
like
go
are you
ahead.
like a verbatim kind of speaker? Like I need to know exactly what I'm saying, or you kind of can highlight it and kind of freestyle some of it. Like I just need to stay on. I just need something to guide me and stay on track. When I'm
So,
speaking.
so like years ago, I used to write down what I'm going to say, but I
Right.
don't show up with it, but I would write the script down and just read
Okay.
over and over and over it. I've
Gotcha.
gotten to a point now where I can just
Right.
outline my talking points
Right.
that I want to have. That with one, because it keeps me on task,
Right.
right? But then it helps me get through. I even in my PowerPoints, like a lot of people. If you see some people doing PowerPoint presentations, they're reading every word on the slide,
Right.
right? And
Right.
it's like,
Right.
okay, where's the meat behind that? So what I do is
Right.
even my slides, they're just bulleted items.
Right.
And my thing is, if I'm going to put a bullet up there, I better have more than 2-3 words to say about that bullet,
I got you. I
right?
got you. I got you.
Yeah, so that tends to help me.
Right.
So that's like that's gotten me better in speaking in front of like larger audiences. And what tends to happen is my boss kept putting me in bigger and bigger situations, and I'm like, great. And like I would get worked up so much. I'm like,
Right.
oh
Right.
man. But then I get through it, and then when I hear the questions being asked, I'm like, okay, I did something right. So all right, I'm cool there. But then there's things that I don't like to. After looking at it, I used to say stuff I don't like to do.
Right.
But for real, I was like, okay, I don't like the way it makes you feel, and maybe that's what I can attach to fear. Like
Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I'm gonna be a man about it. Say this is a fear, like because we said the unknown or your experiences, right? But your
Right.
experiences can probably extenuate the fear, right? Like
Right.
roller,
Right. That's good.
like roller coasters, right? As a kid, my uncle
Yeah.
put me in Coney Island,
Right.
Cyclone. My uncle first it was the jumbo jet. That was my first, my beginning. Remember the jumbo
Right.
jet?
Right.
But then he had me get on. So he gets me on the to jumbo jet, puts us on the front of the car. Like, oh, we get on the
Wow.
first car. Keep your hands up. Your hands come down. Jab, jab. Right?
Oh, not the
So again, see, so now I'm
not
realizing about the
before.
experiences.
Right.
Like, so now, like I said, we ride that, the cycle, get on all these roller coasters, doing things with drops. It got to the point now. I don't ride like my son wants to ride. Get on when my son was like 5, he was like, "Dad, I want to go to that biggest one in the park." I'm like,
Wow.
dude. I'm like, dude. So now my heart pumping. I'm
Right.
like, I don't
Right.
feel like
Right.
going. I just don't like going through it because I don't like the way it makes me feel. So maybe
Right.
now, you know what? All right, World Wide Web, you heard it first. Larry Banks is afraid of roller coasters now,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm happy with it.
100%.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay
100%.
with it.
100%. I
Y'all
don't
can
like none
clown
of it.
me. I want in the comments
Yeah.
all you want. Now I'm gonna say I don't like with it's a fear
Yeah. I
because it
don't.
hurts.
Yeah. I'm with you. I don't like them either. I used to. Um. I don't know. I think it's the lack of going. Over a decade. Like back in the day, you would go either every summer or every other. Like it was roller coasters was always a great thing. I used to love them. Yeah. It seemed like I got older. I think it's that
Yeah,
you seem like the older you get, the closer to death. Death is like, hey, I'm
exactly.
waiting. I'm waiting.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the
So
wrong move. So,
right.
um,
Yeah. So I guess what I'm saying there is that in certain situations,
right.
it's okay to have fear or be afraid of something.
I got
It's
you.
a natural human response.
Right.
I'm not sure if it's considered an emotion, but
Give it.
but there's other times where it's warranted where you need to you need to step out of a comfort zone, and
Right.
it's a phrase I recently used to my wife in the gym. I was changing the way we were doing bicep curls, and
Right.
she gave me this look, and she didn't want to do it. Then she did it, popped herself in the face, and she looked at me and was like,
Oh,
"I'm
that was
going to
your
do it
fault.
the regular way. I'm going to do it. Yeah, it's my fault. So I'm going to do it the regular way that we've been doing it the past 6 months."
Right.
And when she was done, and I could tell she was somewhat wasn't quite dejected, but she didn't want to hear anything else I had to say about changing any other way of the form.
Nothing. Right.
Right. But I was like, but what came to me was, and it works in the gym, but it also translates to just life in any situation. Is you have to start. You have to put yourself. Sometimes you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. Put
Right.
yourself in an uncomfortable situation so that you can be. That eventually you will be comfortable doing that, or if you're comfortable always making a change for the first time
Right.
and just stepping out. Don't be
Yeah.
afraid of don't be afraid of doing it and be comfortable
Right.
with that. So
Right.
so yeah. So but yeah. She told me several days. My lips still hurt. But I'm like,
Yeah,
why do
that's
you
just like you
why do you
hitting in the mouth.
Right. You had me do this. Yeah. You did. That's
Yep.
right.
she
Yeah,
had the bar in her hand. So how
yeah,
but
but you
but
made
at
her
one
you
point
made her do it a different
Right.
at
way.
what
Right. She was
at
fine
what
before you
point
did that.
do you I didn't say come to your face. I just said raise your arms up in this way. She want to take her face
Yeah,
out. I like her face.
yeah. Oh yeah, it's all your fault, bro. Anytime something happen out of the ordinary, it's your fault.
You got to control
Yeah.
this stuff, brother. You got to control this stuff.
But then what happens is it takes several days for her to actually hear what I had to say, and then
Right.
she came back and was like, you know what? And she started applying it with the way she handles her Zumba business and getting
Okay.
people out. She's like, yeah, I don't like talking with people. You're the talker, but I need to start getting these flyers out,
Right.
right?
Right.
And no, I can't just hand people flyers. I need to engage these folks,
Right.
and
Right.
so she said it. And actually, she had a situation yesterday where she wasn't trying to push the flyers. She goes up into the Hallmark store to
Right.
get some cards or whatever, and the person at the
Okay.
register was like, "Hey, didn't you teach a Zumba class?" She's like, "I still do,"
Wow. Wow.
and
Wow. Look
it
at
forced
God.
her to
God's like,
talk,
hey,
right?
I'm gonna make it a little easier. Let's start. See, this
Yeah,
is how you start. This is how you start a conversation, ma'am. This is how
exactly.
you start.
And
That's good.
and,
That's
and
awesome.
then she was off to the races. So she was
Right.
like, "All right, Larry,
Right.
you kind of know what you're talking about, but you know it's gonna take me like
Kind of.
2.5
Kind of.
weeks.
Right.
My
Right.
lip got to stop swelling up,
Right.
and
But my lips still hurt.
yeah,
Oh man.
yeah.
That's
But
awesome.
what was that other point with the second point about fear? You said with
Like the fear of unknown or the fear of things that's happened in the past.
there's the third one that you dropped on us.
Did I drop a third one?
Yeah.
I'll be off the
Oh
cuff.
man.
I'll be off the cuff. I
That,
don't remember all I say. Oh, I can't. I'm blank. We blank. Just having the old man moments right here. All right.
oh man.
Oh,
but
so Kaneem,
uh,
have you had those? What about you? The unknown fear or um
Well, I mean,
something
it
that you?
started off y'all talking about. Well, Blair was talking about speaking in front of large crowds. But yeah, as far as speaking in
Thank
front of
you. Thank
folks,
you. There we go. Well, go ahead.
uh,
The fear of making a decision based on what worry of what other people think. Thank you, Sam.
that's what it was.
But go ahead.
Some
Go
man
ahead,
stuff.
Kaneem.
the fear of what?
The fear of making decision based on what other people will think after you make that decision.
Okay, yeah. Well, I've never. Well, yeah, maybe my
Come
wife,
on,
but
let's go.
that's about it. Other than that, I can't say because I kind of got that Bernie Mac mentality, that Bernie
Well,
Mac
well, you
mentality when it comes to it. You know what I'm saying?
well, you come across,
But
Kaneem, you come across as a guy who really don't care what anybody got to say.
that's what Bernie Mac say. You know, I ain't scared of you, mother.
Yeah. Oh, I,
But,
I got you. I
What do you
got you.
think?
But
yeah, I mean, yeah, I always been my mouthpiece has always been one of my best characteristics when it came to interacting with individuals.
okay.
Even when I was real young, I'm 7, 8, 9 years old. You know what I'm saying? I read a lot of books, and my granddaddy. I don't know if y'all remember encyclopedias
Yeah.
and Encyclopedia Britannica, and
Uh-huh. Had the
he
whole
had
thing
he had
on.
a Time magazine, and he had
Oh, not
all the
time.
jet. Yeah, Time magazine.
Uh,
He had Newsweek. He had Jet magazine. He had Ebony mag. I mean, so I was always reading and
right.
stuff. So when I would think about some stuff that I read and throw it out there in the conversation, and then what the hell you talking about? Then I break it down like, man,
Yeah.
you ain't know Versailles was in France, and when you go there, I was like, so,
Okay.
and like, I ain't never been to France, but I read this book about
Let me
Versailles.
right, right, right.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be one of the most beautiful structures in the country of France. So
Right.
I'm using the words at a
Right.
young age. So I always did stuff like that. So so me being afraid to speak and worry about what other people think about what I done said don't really make me no difference because I'm more than likely the words that I use are gonna give you an impression that I want you to have. You know what I'm saying? So your interpretation is really gonna come from the conversation that I give you. At least that's in
Right.
my mind.
I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
But you said, but as far as like speaking, you said when Larry was speaking about public speaking, you wanted to,
Never have been afraid of it, man.
you never have been.
Never, not to my knowledge. All right, I'll put it like this: that when I was, because I used to call myself being a rapper. So you go out
Oh,
here, you
right,
start
right.
doing these
I forgot you did
shows.
that.
You
I
got
forgot you did
you
do that.
got
Yeah.
500 people in the crowd. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't get up on stage and be like, uh, and what was my? Uh, is it my verse? You can't get up there.
But
You can't
I
get up
think
there
about
all cracked out.
right. But but you got to admit there's a difference though, like between performing and like just speaking. Like I've been in those. Like I've been background kind of hype. Got the mic. That's tad bit easier, especially if people are there from a song that you do because it's your song. Once the rhythm, boom, I'm going at it. Like I can go, then I can
Man,
freestyle. I can say something. As opposed
bro,
to
I
giving
done
a
been in.
formal speech.
I done been in
And then you
safety meetings. It's
oh
200
safety.
people in there,
Right.
and it might be five black people, and there's 200 people in the room, and I get up there like they all black. You know what I'm saying? I'll just get up there. Hey, today we're doing O 100,
Right.
and they're gonna have about OSHA, and we talk about chlorine and sulfur dioxide. Now, what everybody need to know, I just make a joke out of it. You know what I'm
Right. Right.
saying?
Right. Right. Right.
It don't really phase me. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
got
gonna laugh at it, or you gonna be
you.
like, please get this clown off stage. I don't really care. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
It,
Right.
it don't
I
make me
got you.
no difference. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
you. I got you.
I'm
So
getting
what?
paid. I'm getting paid anyway.
Well, I'm up here or not. What? What?
Yeah.
Do you have a fear? Like, is there something that you've been fearful of? Like any looming fears, or the one thing that I'm fearful of.
Being broke, yeah, I'm fearful of being broke, not
Okay,
having no money, not
I
being
got
able to pay my bills, not being able to get groceries. You know what I'm saying? Not being able to support my family. That's about my fear. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm put in a position where I'm thinking that
Might
I
lose
ain't got no
all.
cash to
Right,
survive. Yeah,
Wow. Wow.
I'm fearful. I'm fearful then. But other
right.
than that, that's it.
And then
But
because
you gotta go through some of that stuff to know what it's like. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks don't have that fear because they don't think it's a possibility. But
yeah, that
when you didn't went through it or you've been in it and come out of it, you know what it's like. So you like, oh hell, no, I ain't doing that no more. That's like
But
that's like you
but what?
like you tell that kid, don't it's hot. Don't put your
Right,
it's hot. Don't put your hand on stove. It's hot.
right.
Once you get burnt, you gonna see, oh no, that's hot. I'm not gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
But
when you
you go
when you ain't got no money to go to the dollar menu and get you a dollar burger, and you like, oh, I can't be in that position no more. Can't do that.
yeah.
Hey,
Mm,
hey,
So you talk about
being broke humble everybody.
yeah,
gotcha.
because you
Go
talk
ahead.
about the experiences, right? Your experiences got
Right.
you on that,
Yes,
right?
sir.
So
Yes,
so then
sir.
what is your response to that fear? Like how do you overcome it?
What's my,
So is that all the hustles?
well? Oh yeah. It's all the hustles, man. Like I said, I mean, don't get me wrong. I ain't had no W-2 job in years, but if all else fails, hey, I'm right back on the W-2 line. So right
Right.
back, hey, punching the clock.
Right.
Got my lunch box. You know what I'm
Not the lunch.
saying? Right back to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Right.
man, I thought you was out there. Yeah, I was, man. Everything fell down. I had to go back to what I know. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He said everything fell
Yeah.
down. Let me ask you this though. Like, does that fear ever hinder you from taking the chance because of
Oh no,
the loss?
nah, man. It's more educated and calculated now. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Back then it was just bravado. You know, oh yeah, I'm about to do this. Oh
Right.
yeah, that ain't work. Oh yeah, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do it. But now it's more calculated risk. It's more educated risk. It's more knowledge based. I've researched and now if it's a certain dollar amount that I'm willing to put toward this risk. You know what I'm saying? A certain amount of time that I'm willing to invest in this risk. It's not all just willy nilly now. You know what I'm saying? It's the actual plan behind
Right.
everything. So I'm executing steps, and then if I don't see fruit or if I don't see progress or
Right.
benefits, then okay, it's time to move around.
I
Right.
got you. So Jeff says, I always felt like a scared rabbit running for my life when it came to making a living. He said I spent most of my life in 100% commission, so I was never able to really relax. He also says fear of not being able to pay the bills. That's a powerful driving force.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. And I try to teach that to my kids because they have no, like, they just willy nilly. Like, man, when I was your age, if I didn't have it, I wasn't gonna get no shoes. If I didn't have it, I wasn't gonna get no jeans. I wasn't getting no shirts. I couldn't go to Popeye. My mama wasn't taking me nowhere. Like you was on your own. You wanted something, you had to go get it. And my mom
Right.
was not having none of that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Not the every word. Not
hey,
having none of that.
bro,
Yeah.
when I tell you, I think me and my mama, we might have went to a sit down restaurant maybe
Mm.
twice, maybe two or three times that I can remember that we went to a sit down restaurant. When I say sit down, I mean like no drive through. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got you.
actually
I got you. Real
one
restaurant
of those.
menus.
Yeah, one of those like twice.
Wow.
And my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like my mama
Got you.
ain't take me to no parks. We ain't go to no parks. We ain't go to no movies.
Right.
My mama. Hey, when I tell you my mama was a hood chick, My mama didn't play none of them. Like she ain't play Monopoly. She ain't play no game. She ain't play
Wow.
nothing.
Wow.
He
Like
said none.
nothing. She was trying to get it, money, and entertainment. That's what she did. So,
Right.
my, so it was like, you do all that? Nah, my mama wasn't on. You spoiled. You ain't got no brothers and sisters. Your mama spoiled you, man. Please.
It's a man, please. So let me ask y'all this though. I know the fear of brokedom is
Oh
a
yeah.
driving force for a lot of men. But do you feel like sometimes our drive to not be broke can be a hindrance to our family? I know we don't ask this question.
I'm gonna let Larry. I'm
What
gonna let
up,
Larry
Cole?
have that one. Let
Cole in the
Larry have that
building.
one.
Well,
That's a Larry question right there.
It's Larry. Larry, you're the professional today.
I'm the professional right here for that one. So grew up in the same humble beginnings, and still, are doing all right. But what I'm doing right now is I'm like looking at myself. It was never a fear I had, right? And again, I'm from the projects in New York, right? It was. So I don't have. So I think partly, especially right now, at my moment in life now, the fear of not being able to provide for my family is not a fear of mine, because I guess I have a very strong faith, and the word says the Lord provide, right?
Right.
He won't give us, he won't put us in a situation more than we can bear, and because of that, it's really hard for me to speak on it, because I'm like, yeah, he puts us in a situation, and or whatever. Well, we will always be able to provide. We'll always be able to have that roof over our head. We will always be able to put gas in the car. There's always going to be something to eat. You know, this, that, and the third. Maybe not getting the latest shoes or that Fenty bag or anything like that, but what I need to provide is always going to be there. So that hasn't been a fear, but you sort of touched a nerve still with me, because there was a we get married, we take that vow and say the good times and the bad times, right?
Right.
Rich or poor, right? For better or worse. And during this 11 months and 2 weeks, the year anniversary is coming up. That I've been out of work as a result of this stroke. So I'm on medical leave, and yeah, we got the medical the long term disability,
Right.
but
You have the insurances.
it's not. It's
Yeah.
it's not right.
Right. Right.
It's
I feel you.
something, and I'm thankful for something. So there were adjustments that we had to make, and like at one point, my wife was like, so what we gonna do?" And I thought, and then I snapped on her, because I was like, "I thought you had this covered," and I'm just like, man, now I'm all worked up, and now I'm more crying like crap. I'm a failure as a husband, right?
Yeah. I
But
feel
it
you.
wasn't because I was fearing that I couldn't provide, but it was more so that I already was feeling like half a man physically. Now I'm like, great. Now you're gonna really let me know that I'm not doing this. You're gonna go find Tyrone
Man.
now, and
Wow. You went
please don't,
way far.
please
Okay.
don't,
Okay.
please don't go
You
find
went there. I
Tyrone.
got you. I got you. Not that you're gonna find
But
somebody else. I got you.
yeah,
Hey,
yeah. As
hey,
far as
now that boy, now see what I like about what you just said, man. You was truly transparent. He said, "Damn, am I gonna lose everything?" Oh,
yeah.
right. I can't
that's
provide. I
transparent
can't live.
right
I
there,
can't.
bro.
Right.
Oh yeah, I miss the transparency now. You probably can't physically see through me, but I'm
I got you. It's all
an
good.
open book.
It's all
I'm
Hey,
good.
an
I
open book.
feel
But
you, bro. I love it. I love it.
but nah. I'm joking about that, not expecting that extreme, but I'm just like, hey, I
Red
can't.
Lisa
I'm
said
now.
anybody but Tyrone.
But yeah, I was like, man, I can't provide. I can't help out. I can't help. I want to help. Matter of fact, I'm about to go do it, but things still worked out. God is still on our side. So again, I'm okay. All right. Now everybody's ain't crying anymore right now. Maybe after
That's
this
all
call,
good.
after this podcast, I'll start.
It's all good. It's all good.
Got my paper towels right here to clean my eyes and everything. So,
Just to clean up,
Hey,
just to,
I
but
feel
no,
you, bro. I feel you, man.
but yeah. So
I ain't had a
what
good cry
so
in a long time.
wow.
so but yeah, so no fear. No, it wasn't the fear to provide, but I did hit that point where it was like it wasn't fear, and it was just more so. I knew I wasn't able to, and I was like, "What the heck I want to do?" Right? But yeah, but I sort of kind of envy you a little bit because I want that fear.
It's crying just for seconds.
Dang,
Sam,
some
stop it.
Hey,
Log off, Sam. Log off.
look at you ain't right. You ain't right.
She
Like I
thinking.
said, I ain't had a good cry in a long time, bro. A real nice, good cry.
Uh-oh.
You know what I
You
mean?
see, look at that old man Facebook. They're gonna flag me again for that comment. You're right. Oh man, you're bullying. You're bullying.
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, it's that providing is real, but it's like the balance between going, let me throw up the air quotes, chasing the bag and still being there for your family, building them up. Like the balance of sacrifice.
yeah.
I was watching. I don't remember his name. I don't know. He kind of just came up on my feed. I guess he's like a millionaire, billionaire. Everybody's a billionaire now. But he does real estate, and he was just saying about providing for his family, and he was giving a lecture, and someone asked him like, "How much time do you spend with your fam?" And like, he kind of struggled to answer. He's like, because he does real estate, so he got real estate in New York, he got real estate in California. Like, so he's always traveling, trying to make deals. He said right now his family was in like Aspen. He's like, I might see him next month, and I'm watching like, I get it. I understand. You're trying to create a legacy, you're trying to make sure your family's good, but it's like your presence is needed as well, especially as a father. Your presence is needed, and it's like that balance of providing as well as providing. Like, and I mention that because I just sometimes I wonder
I got a
sometimes.
rope.
Okay, yo, I
All
appreciate you
right,
being here,
brother. Have a
Larry.
good one, man.
All right,
Um,
later.
I'm wrapping it
Yes,
up,
sir.
but it's just sometimes that fear of losing keeps us strapped to the hustle, if that makes sense. Um, and I just wonder, am I the one that think about that? Because there are moments, but Kadeem, I feel you on the not getting something from the dollar menu or counting change. You're like, okay,
Man,
I
bro.
think I can get a hamburger. I think I can get how much? Ooh, with tax? Hold on. Hey, you got 5 cents? Like you got it mapped out in your head. You're like, ooh, I'm 3 cents short. It's just 3 cents. Can I? So I feel you on that. I listen, I
Been there, man.
understand.
Been there.
Yeah.
Been there, man.
Um,
Hey, I was sleeping in the back of my car using my TV as a pillow. I've been
okay.
there.
Um so that's all. And we may talk a little bit about on Friday because I got ex folks coming through. I got Cole. He'll be back Friday with the games. The champ is coming through. Let's see. Many had I gotta take a shot at him. Many have tied provision for man to only a monetary benefit, right? many haven't been taught the emotional nurturing aspect being more important to his home. Indeed. Jeff says, yeah, I remember as a kid asking my mom when dad was coming home. Wow. And she said he had to work to provide us this house. And my response was, I don't care about this house. I want dad. Right. You know, my daughter, like, you going to work today, dad? Like, I got you, baby. I'll be back. Right, Lisa. Defeat Cole. Hashtag defeat Cole back in full effect. So
I
yeah,
know my
definitely.
mom was your dad out there smoking on that glass pipe. That's what he doing. You want to know where your dad at? He all hooked up with that pipe.
Did you ask? Or do you remember asking?
I always ask, can I
Oh,
go see
okay.
my dad? Can I go see my, you know what I'm saying? Like, my
Right,
dad, man, my dad was out there. He was selfish to the day he died. You know what I'm saying? So
right,
that's a whole nother story.
right. All right, we're gonna get into that. We'll get into that. So listen, I'm gonna let Kaneem get his day rolling. I appreciate him being here, stopping on this hustle to be a part of this Brothers of Legacy. Cole says, see, talking that noise, you better wake up and apologize. Donnie Simpson. All right. So you always call me Donnie Simpson. All right, let's see. So we appreciate you guys for being here, rocking with us. Another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Make sure you share. Sharing is caring. Know that we love you. Jesus loves you better. 988. You or someone you want love is having a mental health crisis. Make sure you dial 988. All right. Till tomorrow, Freestyle Friday. Be blessed. Keep pushing. Keep growing. And make good choices. All right. Peace out. You have a great day too, Jeff. Later. See you
All
in
right, Joe.
the AM. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. There we go. Peace out.